Have you ever wondered how many colors exist in the universe? This question might seem straightforward, but the answer is far from simple. In fact, it's infinite. Yes, you heard it right. The number of possible colors is technically infinite. But how is this possible, you might ask? Well, it all comes down to the nature of light. Colors are not inherent properties of objects, but rather, they are the result of the visible spectrum of light interacting with our eyes. This spectrum is continuous, like a rainbow that smoothly transitions from one hue to the next, without any clear boundaries. And just as there are an infinite number of points along a line, there are an infinite number of shades and hues within this spectrum. Each fraction of a wavelength represents a different color, and since you can keep dividing wavelengths indefinitely, the number of possible colors is infinite. So, technically, the number of possible colors is infinite. Moving on to the next mind-blowing fact, did you know that the universe is a symphony of vibrations? Yes, you heard it right. Every object in this vast cosmos, from the tiniest of particles to the most gigantic of galaxies, is actually singing a unique song, a song of its own frequency of vibration. Imagine this. An electron in an atom vibrates at a certain frequency. The same goes for a planet orbiting a star, or a star swirling in a galaxy. Each one of these, every single object, has its own unique rhythm, its own unique note in this grand cosmic orchestra. What's even more fascinating is that these vibrations aren't just random noise. They follow patterns, harmonies, creating a celestial symphony that's beyond our wildest imagination. If we could hear these frequencies, we would be listening to a cosmic symphony. Let's move on to something microscopic, yet massively significant, our DNA. This tiny spiral-shaped molecule is the blueprint of life, carrying all the genetic information needed to build and maintain an organism. But did you know that just 1 teaspoon of DNA holds a staggering amount of information? It's estimated that if we were to unravel this information, it would fill a stack of paperback books that would stretch from Earth to the Moon, not once, not twice, but over 500 times. This is because each cell in our body contains about 2 meters of DNA, and there are about 50 trillion cells in the human body. The information in our DNA codes for everything from our eye color to our susceptibility to certain diseases. It's truly astonishing to realize the vast amount of information that's stored in such a minuscule space. Just imagine, all this information is stored in the DNA of a single human cell. Now, let's delve into the realm of quantum physics and parallel dimensions. Imagine a reality where the laws of physics are different from ours, where time might flow in reverse or gravity pulls sideways. This isn't science fiction. It's a possibility according to some theories in quantum physics. They suggest the existence of parallel dimensions or alternate realities beyond our perception. These theories propose that our universe might just be one of an infinite number of universes existing simultaneously. Each universe could have its own unique physical laws and constants, leading to vastly different worlds. For instance, in one dimension, you might be an astronaut exploring the cosmos, while in another, dinosaurs may still roam the Earth. It's a mind-boggling concept, isn't it? These alternate realities are beyond our current ability to perceive or interact with, but they could be coexisting right alongside our own. Imagine the possibilities if there were other dimensions coexisting alongside ours. Have you ever considered the power of your thoughts? We often underestimate the strength of our minds, but let's delve into the mind-boggling facts. The human brain, this 3-pound mass of jelly-like substance, is a marvel of electricity. You see, every thought, every emotion, every memory we have is a result of electrical activity. In fact, the average human brain generates around 20 watts of electrical power. That's enough to power a small light bulb. This is all thanks to the approximately 86 billion neurons in our brain, each constantly firing electrical signals, communicating and making connections. Imagine, your everyday thoughts, your dreams, your worries, all of these carry an incredible amount of energy. This electrical activity is not just a byproduct of our cognition, it is our cognition. It is every idea, every creative leap, every moment of understanding. So the next time you flip on a light switch, remember this: our brains are more powerful than we often give them credit for. Let's explore the concept of quantum entanglement. Now imagine 2 particles that are so deeply connected, they're practically soulmates in the quantum world. These particles, once entangled, share an immediate, unbreakable bond. Change the state of one, and the other instantly mirrors it, regardless of whether they're separated by a room, a city, or even the vast expanse of the cosmos. This isn't just science fiction, it's a fundamental aspect of quantum mechanics. It's as if these particles are whispering to each other across the universe, communicating in a language that transcends space and time. They are interconnected in such a way that their properties are instantly linked, no matter the distance between them. This phenomenon is so strange that even Albert Einstein referred to it as spooky action at a distance. But it's real, and it suggests a fundamental interconnectedness, underlying the fabric of reality itself. Next on our list is a truly profound mystery: consciousness. This elusive phenomenon, the very essence of our being, continues to baffle scientists and philosophers alike. The capacity of the human brain to generate a rich tapestry of thoughts, emotions, and subjective experiences is nothing short of miraculous, yet it also defies easy explanation. Imagine, within the intricate neural networks of the brain, a symphony of electrical impulses gives rise to our perception of reality, our sense of self, our dreams, and our deepest fears. This is the magic of consciousness. But how does this happen? How does a 3-pound mass of jelly-like tissue produce the wonder of the human mind? Despite centuries of scientific inquiry, we are still grappling with these questions. The complexity of consciousness, its origins, and its mechanics remain largely uncharted territories. The nature of consciousness remains one of the greatest mysteries of the universe. Let's now gaze into the cosmos and its eternal expansion. The universe, a cosmic tapestry woven with billions of galaxies, is not static. It's not sitting still. It's expanding, and not just expanding, but doing so at an accelerating rate. This idea may seem counterintuitive, but let's break it down. Imagine a loaf of raisin bread dough in the oven. As it bakes, it expands, and the raisins, our stand-ins for galaxies, move away from each other. In the same way, space itself is stretching, causing galaxies to drift apart. But here's the kicker. This expansion is speeding up. It's as if our raisin bread dough started baking at one speed, then suddenly the oven's temperature cranked up. This continual accelerating expansion suggests an ever-evolving universe. Galaxies, like distant ships, recede over cosmic timescales, painting a picture of an ever-expanding cosmos of staggering proportions. The universe is not only vast, but also continually growing and evolving. Now let's question our perception of reality. It's a fascinating fact that our senses, as reliable as they may seem, can be remarkably easy to fool. Take optical illusions as an example. They trick our brains into seeing something that doesn't really exist or misinterpret what's actually there. Cognitive biases, too, can sway our perception, leading us to make inaccurate judgments or hold irrational beliefs. Consider the well-known confirmation bias, where we tend to favor information that reinforces our pre-existing views, while ignoring contrary evidence. It's a bias that can distort our view of reality, making us see what we want to see, instead of what actually is. And let's not forget about inattentional blindness, where we miss obvious details in our environment because our attention is focused elsewhere. These phenomena reveal that our perception is not always a clear mirror of reality. Our perception of reality is not always an accurate reflection of the world around us. Lastly, let's marvel at the most mind-blowing fact: the potential of the human spirit. The human spirit is a beacon of resilience, an emblem of creativity, and a testament to transformation. Our capacity to adapt, evolve, and overcome setbacks is nothing short of astonishing. We can rise from the ashes of despair, surmount the steepest peaks of challenges, and navigate the roughest seas of adversity. Our spirit is a wellspring of innovation, breathing life into ideas that change the world. It's a force of transformation, capable of turning the tides of history, altering the course of civilizations, and shaping our destiny. We've journeyed to the moon, dived into the deepest trenches of the oceans, and unlocked the secrets of the DNA. In the face of the seemingly insurmountable, we've shown time and again that the human spirit is indomitable. Perhaps the most mind-blowing fact of all is the incredible potential of the human spirit.